From San Francisco, California, this is the Rock and Roll Geek Show. This is the story of my rock and roll butler.
Welcome to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. My name's Michael Butler. Thanks a lot for joining me. I really appreciate it. Today is Sunday, August 17th, 2025, and it is 12:26 p.m. when I'm recording this episode, or 12:26. I am on very little sleep. I went, the AC/DC band had a gig last night, and it ended a little bit late. It was a great show. The place was packed. It was great, and it made Blabbermouth. So if you're on Blabbermouth, you know what Blabbermouth is. I think about almost every song of the show was posted on Blabbermouth. Anyway, that was fun. Tonight, me, Eric, the metal CPA, who does Mordo's Metal Museum, Craig and Joel from the Butlers are all going to meet up and go see Pat Travers tonight, which that should be fun. I'll do a Pat Travers review coming up. I've seen Pat Travers a million times. He's got this guy on bass named Mark Pastorius or something like that. He's Jaco Pastorius' nephew or grandson or something, and he's a ripping bass player, but I think I'm not really crazy about the guy. He's a little bit goofy in my opinion, but don't quote me on that because I know a lot of people like the guy. But Pat Travers is always great, and it's an early show. We're going to all meet up and have some drinks at a dive bar around the corner, and it should be a good time. I am still doing the Dead Rockstars on the Dog Days of Podcasting, which, by the way, this is day 17 of the Dog Days of Podcasting, where a bunch of podcast nerds attempt to do a show a day for the entire month of August, and then we're in day 17. I still need your Dead Rockstar stories. I'm getting maybe one a day, and I appreciate that. So but keep them coming. Record it into your phone and email it to me, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com. I got one today from a female. Can you believe it? Motherfuckers, you think it's only dudes listening to the Rock and Roll Geek Show? Think again, there's one girl. All right. I'll play that one coming up in a few days or in a day or two. But today, I have, I'm not sure who, this is Jeffrey Zelepugas, who I think I met did I meet you in Philly? Jeffrey, I think I did. But before I play that, please keep the donations coming because during these dog days, I'll make less money because I don't post most of these on Patreon. And I only get paid on Patreon when I do a Patreon, when I post the show on Patreon. So I'm making a lot less money this month. So if you want to help me out, friends, patreon.com/RNRGeek, Venmo, Michael-Butler-11, and also PayPal. The links are all at rockandrollgeek.com. Hit the donate. But back to you, Jeffrey.
Hello, Michael Butler. Jeffrey Zelepugas from Chicago here.
Oh, from Chicago.
How are you doing?
I met him in Chicago. That's what it was. Yeah. We had a good time in Chicago, man. I think Jeff Thieleke was in Chicago too, wasn't he? Jeff got a little bit hammered, I believe. It was a good times. We all met. Some of us met back at the hotel, and next morning or late that night, we had some nightcaps in the lobby. It was a good time in Chicago. Back to you, Jeffrey.
Awesome.
Oh, I'm super great. Couldn't be better. Thanks for asking.
Great to hear that.
Yeah.
I'm here in Chicago having a hibiscus and soda, doctor's orders. And you?
I just made a coffee.
This is my dead rock star encounter. Actually, two dead rock stars, Lemmy and Phil.
Can I get it out first? I'm not drinking yet because I'm on not very little sleep, and I plan on doing a lot of drinking tonight at the Pat Travers show because I'm taking the bus, so I don't have to worry about drinking and driving. I got a coffee on the thing over here, which I'm going to go grab as soon as I finish this episode. But right now, I'm just drinking water. Not as good as beer, but yeah, it'll have to do.
This is my dead rock star encounter. Actually, two dead rock stars, Lemmy and Filthy Animal Taylor. It was after a Motorhead show back in May of 1982 at the Aragon Ballroom.
1982, would that be Another Perfect Day? Might be Another Perfect Day, which happens to be my favorite Motorhead album. Let's see. Let's see. Motorhead, Another Perfect Day. Let's see. That's got Brian Roberts on. Oh, that's 1983. So you saw him a little bit before then. Back to you, Jeffrey. I'm sorry for interrupting. How rude of me.
On the Iron Fist tour.
Iron Fist, there you go.
On guitar was Brian Robertson, new to the band, replacing Fast Eddie.
Telling you, man, that Another Perfect Day album is good. It's really good. It's different than any other Motorhead album. I did a classic albums revisited on that. Yeah, Brian Robertson.
After his sudden departure. The opening act was Fist. They were uneventful. The support act was Crocus. Decent enough, but most of the crowd was there to see Motorhead.
Yeah, I saw Crocus on the Hardware tour opening up for Nazareth, which was like 1980, 79 or 80. That was a great show.
What I recall about the show was Motorhead playing more songs from Ace of Spades than Iron Fist, and I found that slightly odd, but the song Ace of Spades came late in the set, and also in the set, in honor of Chicago Blues, was they did a Willie Dixon cover of Hoochie Coochie Man.
Oh, that's good.
Which many know was made famous by Muddy Waters. So, a nice treat for the Chicago audience. It was a general admission concert, which meant lining up in a dingy alley hours before the show.
That's okay. That's all right.
But
it's fun.
A lot of partying and
you're with like-minded people
and shenanigans going on.
Yes,
which was par for the course back in the day.
Which, by the way, tonight at the Pat Travers show, it's going to be a dude fest. Well, actually, Pat Travers is known to draw females as well, but it's probably middle-aged or older females. It's going to be a bunch of guitar nerds there tonight. It's going to be good times. I like hanging out with guitar nerds.
And then once they opened the doors, there was a mad dash to get the best seats possible. Many of you friends of the Geek Show know the general admission shows well.
Yes, I know them quite well.
After the show, we just walked backstage like we belonged there. And we were greeted by Lemmy.
That's how you do it.
Handshakes, headbutts, and bro hugs.
Nice.
He asked us how we liked the show, and we gushed him on about how we enjoyed the show, and asked a little bit about Eddie Clark departure. He didn't go into too much detail, but he asked us if we had any drugs, cigarettes, or booze.
Nice.
And the whole band was there, and also with a guy and a girl who seemed to kind of know the band. They all greeted us, but lost interest in us when we came empty on the request for the party favors.
That's good, man. That's a great story. Great story.
Then Lemmy went back to his entourage for a moment and to snort something from a capsule that was emptied onto some tinfoil. We speculated with meth, but we weren't sure.
Yeah, hold on a minute. I'm going to interrupt. When I was in Exodus, we played South America. We played 2 or 3 shows maybe even 4 shows with Motorhead in Argentina. There was lots of partying going on backstage. And yes, there was plenty of crank being snorted backstage by the boys in Motorhead. Those were good times. Those were real good times. And Ricky Martin, when we got to the hotel, it was a nice hotel. It was like, I don't know, one of the 5-star hotels that was in Argentina. And all these people were outside. This is in Gary Holt's book. We arrive at the hotel, and there's all these people outside, all these kids, and we're like, wow, are they there to see Exodus? No. Ricky Martin was in town as well, staying at that hotel. So every time we would leave the hotel, we'd get mobbed by Ricky Martin fans, thinking that we were part of the Ricky Martin entourage. Oh, good times, good times. I love that part of my life, man. I love my part now, too, but boy, was that good. Lots of partying in Argentina, and we flew on Varig Airways, and that was the worst airline ever. The flights sucked. But I digress. Back to you, Jeffrey.
Following that, Lemmy came back to us and started chain smoking cigarette butts from an ashtray on a nearby table.
That's rock and roll.
He again asked us if we had any illicit substances.
Yeah.
And
he didn't believe you. He did not believe you.
He had not.
He was giving you a hint to go get some.
And then Lemmy proceeded to pour all the half-drunken beers in the green room into one bottle before chugging the remains.
That is so fucking awesome.
On that note, we left the backstage area, said our goodbyes, and only to get chastised from some of the crew as we were lacking the proper access passes We just blew past them and out of the venue. But so that was my brief but memorable encounter with the two iconic dead rock stars. It's only rock and roll. Thanks again, Michael Butler, and stay frosty.
Stay frosty, Jeffrey. That is a great, great, great story. Think you can top that, friends? Record it into your phone. Email it to me, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com. You don't have to have met them. If just a memory as well, but that is a good one. Thank you so much for that, Jeffrey. All right, for you, I'm going to play something from Another Perfect Day. Another Perfect Day. If you don't have that, get that album. It is so good. I'm going to play Dancing on Your Grave. Thanks you for listening. rockandrollgeek.com, dogdaysofpodcasting.com. Find me on the Facebook R&R Geek. Go to the Facebook Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group. It's active and it's the best music group out there, and it's all cool people. Also, the Twitter, R&R Geek, Instagram, Rock and Roll Geek, don't ask. I'll talk to you tomorrow, friends. Here's Motorhead featuring Brian Robertson.
It's a rock and roll geek train wreck.